Sorry, Bezos. This is the real 1%. What's up, primitives? Now, I know the first question you're asking is, can this success be replicated? Well, let me tell you, no, it can't. You missed your shot. Chance is over. Better luck next time, champ. Next question you're thinking is, free 3070? In this economy? In this market? In these shortages? Is he a wizard? Sadly, no. If I was, I'd be less lonely. But let's actually get into how I won this 3070 for free. Fun fact, my script says a couple weeks ago. It's been a couple months because I've been gaming. I just finished my Jax Films intro submission and was feeling great. After my little break, I decided to check my email, and EVGA was celebrating their 22nd anniversary. Part of this celebration was the NVIDIA broadcast competition with the chance to win an RTX 3080 graphics card. I felt enthused to compete. There was just one little problem. How much time is left before this thing ends? Well, let's take a look at the requirements. Hey guys, it's me, Casey Neistat. How the fuck did I decide to do it this way? Oh yeah, knives are fun. Oh, I got a text. Let's see who it's from. So, our requirements are few, but they're still there. We have to have an EVGA theme, but our video also has to be 30 seconds or less. Very important. Now we also have some recommendations to use. These recommendations include using NVIDIA's quirky little fancy denoiser and disco theme. My original plan was to have me, here, in my gaming chair, where I belong. And then I would talk about how much I love NVIDIA Broadcast and I was testing it out, seeing how its capabilities work. And then all of a sudden, an evil robot would attack through the wall and start making all this ruckus and noise, but you wouldn't hear it because of NVIDIA Broadcast. The problem with this approach is that I'd have to fake a lot of noises and then somehow run it through NVIDIA Broadcast. I already know that we don't have enough time, but let's just see how much is left. Okay, so we might need to cut back a little. So I had to come up with another idea. During that time, I was watching a lot of CoffeeZilla. He's pretty good, and I was digging the detective board, pin board kind of look. So I decided that we were going to create an older computer that was jealous of a newer computer built by EVGA parts. This way, I can reuse the old evil robot still. Yes, evil robots, the same ones from my short film, Soul Survivor. Some people call it a creative crutch. I prefer to call it a creative cane. And besides, this one's different. It's not evil. Also, I rendered it in cycles. Jokes aside, I designed this to be used with Adobe Character Animator. This is a program that allows you to use your face and voice to animate characters. I always like to see robots that were just kind of like people with big CRT TVs on them, so having my own character trope that is pretty cool, and it's not a crutch. Stop calling it. I've always wanted to incorporate motion capture into my work, and I'm able to do that with the presets in Adobe Mixamo. However, Mixamo is very limited. This is where a little program called Luxor comes in. A beta for motion capture software that allows you to use Steam VR to give you the ability to record motion using a VR headset. Let's get some motion! VR motion capture is very buggy and no replacement for the original. However, I can actually afford this. And it passes my scale with a resounding, this doesn't look very good, but I don't know how to fix it. I also modeled a whole apartment, including the pegboards and even little notes with the different parts on them. Oh, they're so cute. But it was getting late, so I just kind of set up a basic camera movement, hit render, and crashed. When I woke up, the render was still not finished. My 2060 was pushing out frames at about 37 seconds a frame. And when you're making a scene that's 60 FPS for some reason, that takes a long time to render. Even with assistance from my poor 1050 mobile and my laptop, I had to wait until 5 p.m. to actually edit the video together. Unrelated, but my laptop fucking died. With the render complete, there was a problem getting Adobe Character and Blender to talk to each other. Since Adobe Character Animator requires voice to work, I had to record my voice lines ahead of time, meaning that in Blender I had no way of syncing audio to visuals. I mean, I know there's a way, but at that time, I couldn't be fucked to find it. So, without the ability to sync audio, I just kind of guessed the camera movement. I'm sure it'll be fine. Spoiler alert. It was not fine. Once this was done, I added some glitchy effect to my voice, then added some spark sounds, and boo-doo-bee, body-boo, we got a dead robot. However, this video was not super in sync with what I was saying, because past me is a dumbass. I just bought an NFT. So I just used Adobe Premiere time distortion effect to make certain parts slower and certain parts faster. We can then make this smoother by using optical flow. Optical flow interprets the missing frames, and it's kind of convincing. With 12 hours remaining, I uploaded and submitted my video to EVGA's 22nd year anniversary competition, and this was the result. 22 years. 22 years since he left me. But why does he love you so much? Is it because your graphics card suppresses background noise instead of adding it? Is it because your motherboard has PCI Gen 4 capability versus my AGP? Is it because the 16,000 watt PSU is reliable unlike my frequent browns? Ugh. 22 years. 22 years since he left me. With all that effort, we tied for second place. It's almost like I forgot some sort of requirement or something to actually get to first. But that's not important. What we got is a 3070 here, baby, and it is much better than the respectable 2060. Now, there are benchmarks for every application, but I'm going to use the one that makes sense for my workflow. Also, I don't want to download a bunch of benchmarks and actually do it properly, so fuck you. So I loaded up the Jealous computer in Yai hallway scenes and rendered about 5 frames for a quick test. What I saw was that this card was anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds faster than the previous card. That is fucking huge. If we do some quick napkin math, 10 seconds per frame for the scene that was rendered for the EVGA competition, that scene had 1,893 frames, just an estimate, which would be 18,930 seconds saved, about 315.5 minutes, and 5 hours and 15 minutes. That is fucking huge. Conclusion, my Blender skills have been validated with an actual award. If you don't count Campus Film Fest or the Yai Intro competition, this is the first award I won! And they were validated with a fucking 3070! These things are rarer than my dad's respect for me. And honestly, I can't wait to make some cool stuff on it. But I'm gonna game for 2 months. See you in November, losers!